Good morning to all of you. So today we have the class of data science of your sixth semester. So we will go as per the schedule. So you people have been promoted up to sixth semester now. No exams were conducted. So from today, your official sixth semester class is going to start. So I will just wait for 2 or 3 minutes so that all the people can join. Then we will start the class. Okay. So good morning to all of you again. And uh, in your sixth semester, I am going to take your class of data science. If you people can remember that previously in your fifth semester, when actually the fifth semester was started, due to some confusion at that time, the data science class was also started, and I have taken 1 or 2 classes of data science at that particular time. So I will start from the beginning again of data science class. So in your syllabus, as per the JUT in data science, actually there are four module is present of data science, whereas in module 1, 2, and 3 is totally on the theoretical part, and module 4 is totally on the basis of Python and setup for what is how to do the Python setup and all of these things. So it is related to some practical part. So basically we have to learn about the three modules of three theoretical module parts. Okay, so in the data science actually. So in module 1, that is the basic introduction of data science is present. Module 2 is given but for some statistical analysis, and module 3 is given for some introduction to machine learning. The basics of machine learning is present there. And in your the practical part, I have checked that all the things actually related to some Python programming, how to do the how to write some program in the Python, and this type of things are present actually. So okay, so the syllabus is actually not so big. Looks like some only module 4, whereas in the first three is a theoretical part and one is some practical related, but still will take some time. So today, let's start our topic, the introduction to machine learning. Okay, so this is the starting of introduction to machine learning. So we are talking about the data science, or the subject name is data science. So what is data science? First, we have to know. So what is actually our data science, or the things actually? So means in our current scenario or in the current world, actually, if I am talking about in the current world, so the number of data, the number of data is available in the market or in the cloud, in whatever the space we can talk about, the number of data available is huge. A huge number of data is available. So dealing with those particular data is a huge challenge actually. So we need to work with those particular data, and we need to know how to work with those particular data. So this is the thing of data science. So we can say as a definition of data science, and also we can say that data science is the interdisciplinary field that use scientific methods, processes, algorithms, and systems to extract the knowledge and insights from many structural and unstructured data. So what is data science actually? We can say that as a definition that it is an interdisciplinary field. Why it is interdisciplinary field? Saying that because we are actually learning it in the platform of or in the domain of computer science and engineering. But in this particular subject or in this particular domain, if I'm talking about, so we need the probability, we need the statistics. That is a part of some statistical. That is another domain. So mixing up of those two particular domains, or more than, or there are many other things also, so some mathematics classes also needed. So mixing up two three particular domains, actually this data science actually created. So data science is called an interdisciplinary field that use scientific methods, processes, algorithms, and systems to extract knowledge and insights from many structured and unstructured data. Now I'm coming with one by one. So now in this particular field of data science, we need the scientific methods with that uses the scientific methods. So many type of scientific methods are present. We need some processes to work on that particular thing. We need some algorithms, and we need some systems. System is to develop some model, to develop a model, or to the some work model there to system to extract the knowledge. Extract the knowledge means from the large number of data. So the data is present in a large number. So to collect those particular data, to gather some features, some properties from those particular data is called a system to extract the knowledge and insights from many structural and unstructured data. Now data comes in two parts. One is structured and another is some unstructured. Well, structured means that is in some form by where we can achieve the data, we can understand the data very easily. Means it is maybe some in hierarchical form, it is in some ascending form, it is in some descending form, or it is some similar looks like the data is available at one place. It is called a structured data. And what is about unstructured data means the number of data is large there, as well as there is heterogeneous type of data. Means the data are random. So picking up data from those large number of data or large pool of data sets is very much hectic, or it is a challenging task actually. So to work, we also need to work as data, structured data, and also need to work as unstructured data. So this is called the basics of data science. So I'm again repeating that what is a data science? It is an interdisciplinary field that use scientific method, processes, algorithms, and systems to extract the knowledges and insight from many structured and unstructured data. So this data science is actually related to data mining, machine learning, and big data. So data science itself is a huge, if I'm talking about a huge number of or huge domain, the data science is a huge domain. By in part in related that with the related relation of data science, there is something called data mining, machine learning, artificial intelligence, big data. This type of scenario or this type of domains is also present with respect to data science. So if I'm now we are talking about the data science, so we can also say that this data science is a study of massive amount of data. So what we are doing actually in the data science, in data science we are actually studying or dealing with a massive amount of data, with a large number of data. And not only studying, just not a study of just a particular data, we need to study deeply. If we are working on a particular data, we need to study that data deeply. So that's why data science is a, we can say, is a deep study of a massive amount of data, which actually includes extracting meaningful features, properties from this raw structured data. Okay, so and this is the process. But how can we do that? There are some processes, there are some algorithms, all type of things are present to achieve or extract this particular data. So if we are saying, if we are talking about this data science, so if I am going to categorize this particular data science as what is actually data science, so we can say that kindly note down if you people have any notepad or copy pen with you. So in because all the things is not written here, because data science is a new trending topic or new trending domain actually. So all the things cannot be put because as the research is also going on at the same time. It is not like some data structure or operating system where all the things were present in a such book. Okay, so everything you cannot also find in a particular book. There are several books also present, but all the things is not cannot be found because some things may be part in one book or another topic is maybe in another book. Okay, so I am picking all those data, all those, actually it is also a data mining or data science we can say. So I am gathering all the things as per your syllabus, and then I am trying to prepare a lesson and teaching you people. Okay, this having a discussion with you people. So write down those particular things where which is not present here. So I am talking about that in the case of this weekend data science, we can say that data science with some points. So what is the first point? We can say that in data science we need to first ask the correct questions and analyzing the raw data. So first we need to analyze the problem. What is our problem? On what problem we are dealing with data science? And as per that particular problem, we need to ask some question that what type of data we need, or what type of data we need to process or to solve our problem or our query. So first important thing is that asking the correct question and analyzing the raw data. Second one, modeling the data using various complex and effective algorithm. So now we need to prepare a model that have some various complex and effective algorithms. So there are some algorithms, there are some processes are present. So we need to build a model that with the various complex and efficient algorithms. Then we need to visualize the data to get a better perspective. We need to visualize data. We need to work on that particular data. We need to analyze those particular data briefly and deeply. Okay, so we need to analyze those particular data deeply to extract the features of those particular data, extract the properties of the data, and then only we can process for the next step. And the last one, we can say that understanding the data to make better decisions and finding the final result. So we need to understand the data. As I said, we need to analyze the data. Without analyzing the data, we cannot understand the data. What is the data and what are the features can be extracted. So understanding the data to make better decisions, finding the final result. So why we're studying, everything we people are studying or everything we people are doing, actually at the end we need some output, we need some result. So similarly in the case of data science, if we are working on the particular data science, so we're expecting output for a particular problem. So we need to make a decision on those particular problem to find out those particular result. So this particular four steps we can say present in our data science. So what are those? First one, asking the correct question and analyzing the raw data. Second one, modeling the data using various complex and efficient algorithms. Third one, visualizing the data to get a perspective. And fourth one, understanding the data to make better decisions and finding the final result. So this is can be called as data science. Okay, so now any query up to this particular part, whatever I have discussed with people, any queries? If not, then I'm going to process for the next part.
सर
Hmm.
सीएलवी सर सीएलवी फॉर्मेट सर नहीं समझ क्या है सर
Yeah.
सीएलवी फॉर्मेट सर एक्सएलएमएल और सीएलवी फॉर्मेट
CLV या CSV?
सीएलवी सर जो लिखा हो एग्जांपल
ओके ओके, वहां पे अच्छा, मैं अभी तो वहां पे नहीं गया हूँ, मैं पहले जहाँ पे था वहां पे जाता हूँ ना, फिर बात करता हूँ, ठीक है ना बिल्कुल। CLV फॉर्मेट है ना? ओके, so my next I'm talking about, so what is the thing is actually Now, in the case of data science, suppose we need to take some example also. Okay. So suppose example I am talking about, we need to process or go for, suppose we want to travel from station A to station B by some mode. Okay, suppose I am presently standing at station A and we need to go to station B by by some mode. Okay, so maybe a car, maybe a train, anything can be there. Okay, now we need to take some decision that uh, which route will be the best route to reach faster at the location. Okay, so suppose more specifically we want to travel by car from station A to station B. Now if I'm moving by a car, then we are moving on a road, so there are maybe many ways or many roads or many routes present by which we can move from station A to station B. Now this is the part where we need to make a decision, we need to think, we need to analyze that wow, how much routes are present and by which route we can go. We need to think and analyze all those particular thing, and at the end we need to take some decisions such as which route will be the best route to reach faster at the location, in each route there will be no traffic jam and which will be cost effective. So all these decision factors we need to think about. So this is the thing of analyzing the problem and analyzing the data, or the related data from for my query is present, and we need to analyze those and then we need to make a decision. So this is a basic example or basic scenario of data science I'm talking about. Okay, so this is a basic example. So all of you have actually go with a Ola and Uber, I think. Okay, so just giving an example that suppose in Ola, every time you are traveling from your home to a particular destination. Okay, suppose from your home is A and you are traveling to a particular destination, suppose B. Okay, suppose your college. Okay, so I'm giving an example. So A is your home and B is your college. So every time you are booking an Ola or Uber, whatever it is, so you may check or you may find that each time the route is not same. Suppose there are 3 or 4 ways to reach from source A to destination B, but every time if you are booking an Ola and Uber, not every time the Ola or Uber goes in the same route. Sometimes it goes in a different route. Okay, so how it can be? So a route is present, or you can also see in your mobile in the app actually that which route is it taking. So how it can be done? So it can be done. So the Ola Uber GPS actually tracking the route. Whenever you are entering the destination address from your source address, it is actually tracing the route, that which route is best, and then where the traffic is less and where all the things, or where the road is very smooth and which will take the less time to reach to the destination. Okay, so this is the particular thing where the Ola Uber is having a data science look, and they actually find out those particular thing and then goes for the particular route. So this is a basic example of data science. Now we are moving to our next part, that is our types of data in data science. So types of data in data science, we already discussed about that. There are 2 types of data, that is a structured and that is an unstructured data. Okay, so structured and unstructured data, if I am talking about, so we can say that the structure, what is type of structured data? Structured data means where the data is actually present in a structure, where we don't need to go something here and there, which means we can easily understand those particular data. So this is called a structured data actually. Okay, so we can see that list, array, XML format, CLV, or CLV means it is a cloud. Example means where the cloud data store has been saved. So it is CLOVIS actually, means CLOVIS for Outlook. This is particular format of this particular thing. Okay, so it is present CLOVIS for Outlook. We need a software. Okay, not every software can just open this CLV format file. CLV is for CLOVIS for Outlook format, it is called actually. So without there is a particular software to open this particular CLOVIS file format actually. Okay, not every software this cannot present. So it is designed for particularly in data science field. Okay, so this is called a very simple, similarly a file, text file also. So where it is also it is having some CLB format, having some Excel, or we can say that it actually this CLOVIS format allows the users to send and receive secure structured data directly to and from the desktop, or using some Microsoft Outlook standard email, or also some Excel. So this is a part one type of Excel sheet also, and this is a secured structured data way by which the data can be directly sent from a user mailbox to another, or other from the computer to another computer via some Outlook also. So this is one type of CLB file actually. Okay, so structured data as the example are those list, array, XML format, CSV format also. Okay, CSV format means in the Excel format at this present, that is a comma separated value. CSV format also, XML, all those things is actually present in the under the process of structured way. And there is some unstructured data. So unstructured data means the image, video, audio files. So these are called unstructured data. So there are two type of data, that is some structured data and that is some unstructured data. So beside this particular part, we have some anything of big data also, that besides quantity is also requires the quality. Okay, so the thing is that data in data science, the data available is in a large number. So now the matter comes that when it is available in a large number in the market, we can choose any data at any time. We can pick any data. Okay, but then my second option comes into the scenario, that is the data quality. We cannot work on any data. Okay, so giving an example, so suppose a pen or whatever the things are, yeah, we have in market a 5 rupees gel pen also, and we have in the market high profile classic pen of like Parker, this type of things. Okay, so the quality differs here. So we can say that both the we need to work to write, we need only to write, so any pen can be used for a writing purpose. Okay, so but again the quality, the need, the ink of the particular thing, the all of those things particularly comes in the scenario. Okay, again we are talking, if we are talking about pens, then if we are talking about some phone. Okay, let us take an example of phone. Suppose a normal under 10,000 any type of phones or Android phones is available in the market, and we have the phones of high profile like Apple and OnePlus. These type of phones is also available. So again, now comes the quality under the performance. So how to measure the quality, where the performance is giving good and all the things, there is no issue. This is the terms for, or this is the parameters for measuring the quality. So that quality for the data is also needed. So that's why we need to make sure that whatever the data we are choosing, the data qualities also need to be a good. Okay, so we are dealing with now big data. So there are six particular characteristics of big data are present. So there are six particular characteristics of big data. So what are the six characteristics? So we can see that there are six B. It is termed as six B. So what are the six B? Volume, velocity, variety, veracity, validity of data, and volatility. So there are six B is present in the characteristic of big data, that is volume, velocity, variety, veracity, validity of data, and volatility. So what is those particular terms? First one is the volume. So volume is, we all say, I already said that the number of data, it is large and presently in the market. So number of data is very high. So this is called a volume. So how much data is present? This is called a volume. Second, whereas the velocity, it refers to the rate which data is generated. So every time data is actually generated. Okay, suppose I am making a note. I am making a note. So it is also a data. So it is a data that is generated at a, so in every minutes or every seconds or in every hour, we can say a new data is actually getting generated, and it is added with the large number of previous data sets. Okay, for any particular data. So it is a data. So data means not only I'm talking about a particular data, anything, any word, file, audio, image, video, anything is a data. Okay, now well, just I'm talking about in a basic example, that in currently in the market, in Facebook, Instagram, all of that, there's some reels, all of these things comes into us, so every day some people making some new reels, every day some people snipping some new images, new audios, videos, many things are being created in a large number every day. So these are the data, and every day the number of data is getting increased. So this is the volume of data. Then velocity, this is the volume, and this is also the velocity, that at which rate the data is actually getting generated. Variety, it refers to the format of data. So what type of data is actually, it is either it is a structured data, or either it is a unstructured data. Also what type of data is actually variety. Then the veracity, is refers to the noise in data. So how much noise are present in the data, how much noise are present in the data. So it is called the veracity. Then the validity, it refers to the correctness of data. So as I said that the data, it can be any type of data. So what particular data is actually useful for our problem, we need to find out those particular thing first. So this is the validation or the validity of the particular data. And volatility, that it refers to the rate of change in the values of stored data over a period of data. So sometimes we create some Google spreadsheet or Google Excel sheet where the data can be edited in a real time mode. Okay, so this is also a data where we are putting some values, where putting some data, entering some numbers, digits, keywords, anything. So actually, so every time whenever it needs some modification, it needs some changes, that data can be changed. Okay, so this is the volatility. So the rate of change in the values of stored data over a period of data. So this is the 6B present in our data actually, or big data we can say. So what are those 6B? First one is that the volume, second one is the velocity, third one is the variety, fourth one is the veracity, fifth one is the validity, and sixth one is the volatility. Now we are talking about data science. The number of data have increased much in a large number. So what is the need, or what is the reasons of using this data science technology? Why we need to use this data science? What is the purpose of using this particularly data science? So the thing is that as the number of data is in a large number, now to handle those particular data is a huge task. Handling such huge amount of data is a challenging task for every company, organization, everywhere. So to handle those particular data, to deal with or to work on those particular data, a powerful tool, analyzing process, efficient algorithms and models, we need this type of particular things actually. And these particular things is actually present in the field of data science. So with the help of data science technology, it is not actually written, you people can read the right if you will want to. So with the help of data science technology, we can convert the massive amount of raw and unstructured data into a meaningful insight. So with the help of this data science technology, we can deal with those particular data, that is maybe raw, structured or unstructured. We can work on those particular data and make a meaningful result or make a particular output on those particular data. Second one, data science technology is opting by various companies, whether it is a big brand or startup. And so to how why it is using, because to deal with those particularly large number of data. So this is the particular thing. So everywhere now the field, now this data science technology is actually opting, and that's why as every companies and organization is now moving towards the data science, so it is required for the students that they also get adapted to this new field, to this particular domain of data science, so that when they are applying for a job, this will giving a extra benefit in the CV, that yes, I know data science and I can work with the, or I can go with the current trending topic. So this is the added advantage. And that's why with every students in the field of computer science actually specifically need to work or need to know this data science much more, as it is the most current trending topic. And in the future also we need to work on this particular data science. So it can help. So the why, and there is data science actually helping us to make different predictions. So there are many surveys, many flight ticket confirmations or roadway map routes or elections result, all of the things actually on the basis of some predictions. So this data science is actually helping us to predict those particular things, to predict those particular things actually. So this is the part where the data science is actually working most. So nowadays in everywhere data science is actually present or relatable with each other. So I'm giving a small example, like suppose you people are looking for something in the something to buy. Okay, maybe some phone. So now suppose you people have gone in the Google or in the Flipkart actually to check out some new phones. Suppose you are a fond of Samsung. Suppose one may be a fond of Oppo, Vivo, some maybe Apple. So they are searching on those particular topic, giving that particular keyword in the search bar. Now after some time, it happens that now if you are in the Facebook, or now if you are in a particular any different sites, these suggestions pops up in your window. These suggestions pop up in your window. So how this particularly happen? So this is a particular type of data science we can talk about, where your search query, your query related to those particular gadget actually stored in the data. So what you are actually searching, or what is your searching result, that is actually stored in our Google Cloud data, and as per the basis, as per your searching query, now everywhere your suggestions on those particular things will be pop up. Okay, so this is how this data science actually works. So in the field of data science, as I'm talking about, that every organization, every people, or everywhere nowadays, this data science actually granted or taken by the companies or organization to deal with this particular large number of data. So as also the organization is moving towards the field of data science, so the students also need to be adapted, students also need to know about this data science, and for a better career opportunity. Now what are the career opportunity, or what are the jobs can be present in the field of data science? So there are many actually positions, or we can say related things actually present in the field of data science, or with related to data science. First one, there can be a position of data scientist. Second position for a data analyst. Third one, we can we can deal as a machine learning expert. Fourth one, we can be a data engineer. Fifth one, we can be a data architect. Sixth one, we can be a data administrator. Seventh one, we can a business analyst also, and eighth one is a business intelligence manager. So this is the particular type of fields, or type of actually job positions available with in terms of related to data science actually. Okay, so I am just giving an example of recent, the most recent, with yesterday, that the most highly anticipated battle of legislative assembly elections of West Bengal. Okay, so I am giving an example. It is not any political related topic or anything. Okay, just giving an example that Prashant Kishore, a popular known person for a study or ground related work on this particular to win any political party to win their battle actually. So his company or farm actually, that is known as IPAC. It is a very known farm, that is IPAC, and it is head by the Prashant Kishore actually. So he works on the company, his company actually works on this particular type. So how they actually predict that who is going to who is going to win, or which margin, on how much seats they were going to win. So they do this type of work on this particular data science. They do the ground reality, they do many type of surveys, and this kind of things actually done by that, and that is also one type of data science job. Okay, so maybe as it is a independent organization, the person we can named him as the business analyst or business intelligence manager. This can be say, or this can be done actually. So this is just a small example. It is not any type of political opinion. I am again repeating. So this is a particular example of those particular things. Okay, so what are the field of this particular data science, data scientist, data analysis, machine learning expert, and what are the this particular related to field job is present, and what are the skill required? All of the things I'm going to discuss in my next classes actually. So as a basics, or as a starting of this data science, it is a very new topic, and it is also a current trending topic also. So we need to learn each and everything very precisely, and we need to learn this particular thing. Okay, so whatever the thing have been studied today, all the things I know, I will upload the notes in the LMS. Do study this particular things. Okay, because it is a new topic and you people need to study. Okay, so that's why you people do check the particular notes in the LMS. Do make some time for 1 or 2 hours to study this particular topic. Do your own search. Okay, so that you can learn it better. So this is as it is a new topic, and it is not much available in anywhere. So we need to work hard from our end to learn this particular data science topic. If we want to work on it, so we need to learn it by ourselves. Okay, so I will give you some discussions, all of the things, but you people need to study, or you people need to work on this particular topic. So it is my suggestion to you people that please at least make a time of 1 hour to study this particular data science topic every day, otherwise it will not be too much useful. So this is a suggestions for you people, if anyone wants to work with data science or if anyone wants to process with data science. Okay, so as the time is very much short, first I will tell you people, write your name in the chat box for the attendance, because I will give mark the attendance from my end. Okay, because only few people have present in the class. So if I'm sharing a QR code, so those who are not actually present, they will also mark their attendance, and then who those who are actually attending the classes, uh, it will be a it will not be good for them actually, because they are attending the classes, and they only those people need to be present or need to be marked marked in the attendance. Okay, those who are not actually present in the class, so those will not be marked. So for this particular reason, I will not share any type of QR code in the group. Only those who are present in my class are getting marked in the attendance section. Okay, so write your names in the chat box. It is very important thing for your attendance. Write your names in the chat box, so that you can get your attendance. Okay, so I can see that 10 people is attending my classes right now. So 10 people need to write their name. Okay, so I will also know that who is actually present over the phone and actually listening to my discussion, because those who are actually listening at the time I'm saying that, please write down your names in the chat box. Those who will retain, right, and those who is not present, just log in and don't know whatever they're doing, the names will not be there. Okay, so 10 actually present and only 7 have written their name. I can see 8 have written their name. Okay, so quickly write down your names in the chat box. And in related to one more thing, that if you people have any type of doubt, any type of query in your mind while studying this particular topic, I will share the class note in the LMS. Do study, and if any type of query comes in your mind, please note it and ask me whenever you need to ask. Okay, so don't hesitate to ask me anything. So feel free to ask any type of query, as it is a new topic. Maybe sometimes I will not be able to answer, because I am also learning this. Okay, so if anytime I will not be able to find your answer at the particular moment, I will surely answer your query in my next class or at the time. Okay, so this is also will be helpful, or this is a interactive session. Okay, so thank you all for joining in the session, because at the time is very much and it will getting disconnected. So thank you for joining the session. Stay safe in your home. Wear mask and sanitizer. Thank you all.
Thank you, sir.